There are thousands of human stories at PricewaterhouseCoopers. A firm like ours is filled with people who lead interesting and challenging lives, both inside and outside of work. You are about to see 4 of those stories that define who we are at PwC. 4 stories about how we believe in each other, how we support one another, how we care for one another. Our first story is about Kelly, PricewaterhouseCoopers director. When Kelly was pregnant with triplets and on strict bed rest, the firm showed its support for her as a professional with a promotion. When Peyton, Haley, and Andrew were born 3 months premature and with terrible complications, the firm more importantly showed its support for Kelly as a mother.
They're really starting to come around. They're starting to really do well. And
it might seem like chaos for everyone else that's around us, but to us this is actually easy compared to the old days.
Yeah,
so.
The old days, Christmas night, Haley would stop breathing and we'd have to run to the hospital.
Rush to the emergency room, real scary.
3 surgeries later and she's doing so much better.
This is Brian, an actuarial accountant specializing in the complex world of risk management in PwC's Los Angeles office. He's a partner in the firm, openly gay, and actively involved in helping a conservative organization understand, embrace, and celebrate diversity. His is a story of how a person can thrive when the walls between the professional me and the personal me are removed.
I think my mother kind of knew, and my dad was surprisingly good about it. I think it was the first time I remember him hugging me. But work was much more difficult. Work is a day-to-day experience. Fortunately, over time, it's gotten easier as a gay person in the firm, where you're not obviously a minority. You kind of have to come out a lot, or kind of continuously. Again, it's just a matter of, my partner Leo and I went, on a vacation or did this thing or on the weekend or whatever, but it gets easier over time.
Then there's Donna, a brand new partner. Hers is a story about following your own career path at PwC. Taking advantage of educational programs and opportunities, Donna succeeded to the level of partner, not quickly, but steadily. Now, 18 years later, an MBA and a master's degree in hand, Donna's untraditional path breaks down that myth about what it takes to succeed at PwC.
It was an awesome moment. Finding out that day was certainly the culmination of a career at PwC. It was overwhelming, the reaction that came from the other partners. You are now a peer of theirs, and to see these individuals who you've respected for your entire career, seeing you as a peer, really had an overwhelming impact on many of us.
Lastly, this team of individuals, likely the next generation of leadership at PwC. Theirs is a story of people working together, without regard for rank or seniority, for the good of the community and for one another.
We have a couple of firefighters with us, and they're up there shoveling dirt and helping us out, and it's just great. You can see it in their eyes. They're just so appreciative because it's something they just could not tackle on their own, and the power of one, I guess, is to use a firm sentence here. It's been great.
4 stories expressing our belief that the best companies do what is necessary to help individuals grow, contribute, and build the lives they want to lead. We visited with Donna at her parents' home in Brooklyn, New York. A brand new partner, Donna's not what you'd expect at PwC. When she joined the firm in 1987, she had no accounting background, none of the work experience of others joining the firm, no career path, not even a remote thought that she could ever become a partner.
So it was a two-way street.
Two-way street, it really was. And even though she didn't have the accounting degree, but she went...
There was a path for me there.
Right.
It was a 16-month program, and it was tough. It was 4 semesters straight in a row, not the summer off, working between. So it was a challenge, but I felt a sense of loyalty develop when I saw how much an interest there was in the partners, in me, in what I was doing.
They met her more than halfway in allowing her to do certain things that I didn't think were possible in the business world.
The flexibility and...
Very flexible.
Work-life quality is a core value and something we're committed to helping our people achieve. Talking with Kelly about her triplets, you learn the true meaning of flexibility. In a life lived in a constant fluid state, the support of PwC's flexible work culture and programs help her raise her family without sacrificing her career.
I couldn't tell them when I could come back. I didn't know. I didn't know day to day if they were going to make it or not. I didn't know how much care they would need. And I just said, if you can just bear with me, I am coming back. I just don't know when, and I don't know in what capacity. And they said, we'll take whatever you can give us. And so that's what I've done. You're not just an employee, you mean something to someone. I know that when my children are going through surgery, that the partners, their hearts go out to me. They care about me. I'm not just an employee.
With Brian, being at PwC has afforded him a kind of individual freedom, something money or titles could never equal. Harmony, balance, happiness. The firm, too, gets something in return. Brian brings his whole self to the office, a more focused, more complete professional.
I know how much energy it takes to totally keep those things separate, to watch what you're saying, to watch other people's reactions, be so concerned about what they think about you. Puts a lot of stress and pressure on you, I think, from a work standpoint. And I know for myself, being able to integrate those two parts of my life have been very important to me personally. I think important professionally, can make me be a better worker and just feel happier, just in who I am.
Lots of time, Brian mentioned, I talked to my staff about our trip to blah, 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 blah. Or, I mentioned to my staff, Leo was doing blah, 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 blah. And each time when he said that, and I always feel so thrilled about it, because I was presented in front of everyone. And that really do a lot in terms of the harmony of our relationship, because I felt, I was presentable.
On our journey, we also discovered how one person's good idea ignited the spirit of the PwC office in Los Angeles. Asked to donate money and services to rehabbing a municipal fire training center just past Dodger Stadium, PwC instead offered to involve the entire office. What started as a single email circulating through the firm turned into a 400-person volunteer effort. More important, it became a special celebration of something hard for companies to articulate: pride, camaraderie, and the feeling that comes from realizing you are part of something much bigger than work.
I ran across a partner that I've worked with for the past 4 years, never met her in person, finally met her today, and you can't even tell she's a partner. She's pitching in, contributing at the same level of everyone else, and we forget our titles, we forget our responsibilities. We try to put all that behind us and really focus on being focused, being here now, and really helping each other out and helping out this community and the fire department.
When there's a tangible experience like this, and a unique experience like this, I think it has a way of really underscoring and maybe emphasizing for our folks how special the firm is, and in fact how deep that sense of pride that they have in the firm actually goes.
Dodger Stadium, when you come down Stadium Way, you're going to look over here and see the results of your efforts today. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, for Chief Montre, for the fire department, I just want to give you a personal thank you and let you know this is your training academy also. So thank you very much.
We hope you found this look at PwC interesting and informative. In some ways, it reflects the core of the firm better than most any manual or newsletter could, because it is us, our own people, talking about the things that matter.